So, Arwen, tell me a little bit about this show of yours. I'm so excited to hear about it. The musical, everything seems to be going so well with it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, this is so have you watched any of Murdoch Mysteries at all?
I love it. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I think what's really surprising, I don't want to say surprising, that sounds bad, but I think what's amazing, that's better, is the fact that, we've been going for 17 seasons now. And sometimes it feels like the show becomes more popular with age rather than less popular with age. And we've definitely kept our fan base from the get-go, you know? And I've been really fortunate to have been here from the beginning. So um, I've seen how it grew to what it is now. And also, I had the experience, the first 4 seasons, we never knew whether or not we were coming back. And Tom and I had a joke every time we finished a season saying, well, it was nice knowing you. And then I remember, I think it was at the end of season 4 that we moved over to CBC. And Tom and I finished our season and we were like, well, I guess I'll see you next year. So it was, and then from that point forward, it's just been about, I feel like I get to go to work at this really amazing place every summer and now fall and winter. It's incredible. So, yeah. And then we had the musical this year. I mean, again, like 17 seasons in, it's popular enough that, you know, uh, there was trust placed in all of us to perform in this musical, which was beautifully written by Paul Aiken and beautifully directed by Laurie Lind. And Tim Cook was our choreographer. And I think the thing that I loved about Tim was he understood, he was dealing with a lot of actors that weren't musical theater actors. And so he did a really great job of A, giving us choreography we could figure out very quickly, and B, breaking it down for us and giving us the time and space to figure it out. Like I never felt stupid in rehearsal. I felt just excited, and his excitement and Laurie's excitement and Paul's excitement and really the excitement around the whole studio bled into the whole episode, which was wonderful. No pun intended on the bled into the whole episode. Anyway, so seeing as we're a murder mystery, ha 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 ha. So
Nice. And if you could get a little bit more into the musical episode, like what are you going to be doing other than singing and dancing? Can you get a little bit more into the storyline?
yeah, I mean Margaret is always sort of storyline adjacent, something that's exciting about Margaret is the fact that, she, despite the fact that she's not connected to the police station and she's not necessarily connected to any of, now they're having her solve some mysteries, but she's still there and very present and a part of it. And actually, what was funny when I watched the musical, I'd forgotten how much I was in it and how much, really is supporting Ogden through what she's going through. But also, Paul very generously wrote me a song, a little bit of a song as well. So that was terrifying and exciting all at once. Yeah.
And how is preparing for a musical episode different than preparing for a regular episode?
Oh, well. um, yeah, I mean, well, first of all, there's a lot of prep before you go to shoot, At this point, with Murdoch, I've been playing Margaret for so long that it's what I love to do is I get the script and then I kind of dive in and look at the words and then sort of see, like, just sort of fall into Margaret and how would Margaret live in that scene. The thing that was challenging in terms of doing the musical was the fact that, first of all, I had to sing, and yeah, I can mostly hold a tune, but I'm not a singer unless, I mean, I sing all around the house all the time, but it doesn't necessarily sound very good. And the other thing was also, so it was the preparation, I think that was different, and also how do I bring Margaret into a song? How does my voice sound like Margaret? My singing voice sound like Margaret? It's sort of like, how am I saying the line in the song? how's Margaret saying the line of the song? And then again, with the dancing, it's just the preparation was different because it was inviting Margaret into a place she or I had never been to before. And so it was, yeah. And then what was totally nerve-wracking was the idea that, I learned my song and I recorded my song and then I practiced my song. And then on the day I had this moment where I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. And I have to like, not just hit marks and say lines, but like hit multiple marks. And I had a vase and I had to go over to Brackenreed and I had to play Margaret. So it was sort of, there was a moment where there was sort of like sound speed and I had a little like, oh God, I'm gagging. So yeah, so the preparation was just, yeah, inviting Margaret into this world. And it was it was fun. And it was amazing how, I'm sorry, the word amazing again. I wish I could find a better word right now, but it was just cool how it all came out, like how it ended up. I did feel like Margaret was in that scene, singing that song and doing that dance. So it was great.
Nice. And other than the musical, what else can we expect to see from Margaret this season?
Um, I think what we're going to see is the continued growth of Margaret. She's becoming much more independent of the relationship with Brackenreed. It's thrilling how, that she's helping Ogden with some mysteries. She is, volunteering at the clinic. Like for me as an actor, what I loved was I got the scripts and I never really knew where I was going to go. And it was great. It was so much fun. Like I really feel like the writers and Peter Mitchell, our showrunner, they seem to have a lot of fun with Margaret, and I have a lot of fun with Margaret. And I'm also, what I like is she's not just quirky. They also give me lots of really nice moments that I can play that sort of show her warmth and her heart and her hurt and fears and everything. So I think what the fans are going to see is more of Margaret. And also, I actually didn't work with Tom that much last season. I worked with him, but it was me and Helene and me and other people, and it was just so much fun. So I think that's what you're going to see, more Margaret and more Margaret being in the world. So
Nice. I love that. I'm excited for that. And are you working on any other projects or just the show now?
Well, as a creative person, I sort of am working all kinds of angles. I've been developing a show for the last year with a writing partner, and we're in the process of pitching that show. I'm also I've started actually booking MOWs or movies of the week for Lifetime, where I play the murderer. And so it's really, I don't know. I play like, there was one I did where I was, I play the person who's pretending to be the friend to the lead, but in fact, I'm the mastermind behind it all. And I'm really enjoying exploring the darker side of, I don't want to say my personality because it makes it sound like I'm cool with it, and I'm not, of course. Who's cool with that? But it's exploring just like, right. And I was on a show called How to Fail as a Pop Star, which actually just played in Cannes or Cannes. And I played this just terrible woman who was a manager of Vivek Shraya when she was pursuing her dream of being a pop star. And that was lots of fun too. So it seems like I play this, on Murdoch, I play this warm, quirky, fun with a bit of darkness. Margaret's always had a bit of darkness. I mean, Margaret and Brackenreed met when he was arresting her for gambling. So she's got a bit of a dark side, but now these other people I'm playing outside of the show are all really dark. And so it's fun. That's a lot of what I've been doing. I have a movie of the week coming out on Lifetime soon, I think. in the next couple months it should be, and the other one's already aired. So, and then How to Fail on the Pop Star as excuse me, How to Fail as a Pop Star is on CBC Gem. I'm not sure where it is in the US, but that's where it is in Canada. I actually am not sure where it's playing outside of that, but anyway, so those are the other things I've been working on.
Very good. I'm excited about those. And one thing I like asking people on YouTube is tell me a fun fact about yourself.
A fun fact?
Yes.
I feel like I need to bring my boyfriend into the room and he can tell you a fun fact about me. What's a fun fact? Oh, I don't know. I love reading plaques. I don't know if that's a fun fact, but I will, if anywhere I see a plaque, I will stop and read it. And I went to Paris 5 years ago, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of plaques in French. I speak French, so I could translate it, but I don't know if that's a fun fact. What's another fun fact? Gosh, I don't know. I'm a goofball, I guess. I like to make up songs about my pets. I don't know. Suddenly I just feel like I have no fun. I'm not fun. I'm very boring. I think.
Oh, those are cute facts. I like those.
Okay, good. Yeah. So the songs about my pets, that's actually something I've never, this is a first. But I just, you know, I love we got 2 kittens and I don't know, I make up songs about them all the time. So
I do that with my pets too. So you're a good company there.
oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And since we're a TV site, what are you watching these days?
We just started watching Fallout, which is terrifying and really good. I mean, it's based on a video game, which you probably already know. But it's very good. But that opening scene where the whole world gets nuclear bombed, when they faded to black, and I actually said out loud, well, that was terrifying. I just finished, I really got into the Blacklist for a while. I know that's not current, but yeah, I really got into the Blacklist for 5 or 6 seasons. What else do I watch? I sort of watch all kinds of things. I've been watching a lot of documentaries as well. Like I like I like disaster. Maybe I do have a really dark side. I like disaster documentaries and true crime, like a lot of people. So I've been watching that. What else have I been watching? Oh, there was something else that I want to go to my Netflix account. Anyway, that's all I'll figure it out. But yeah, Fallout was something we just started. So, oh, I just watched The Diplomat as well. That was it. And I'm really excited for the 2nd season of that. That was really, really well done. So that's what I'm watching that I can think of.
And where can we follow you on social media so we can continue to follow everything that you're doing?
Yeah, so on Instagram, I'm really only on Instagram these days. I went on TikTok and I tried to do. I'm not a TikTok person. I feel silly. So really the place you can find me is on my Instagram account. I post regularly on my stories, and then on my feed, it's a lot of more of the professional stuff that's going on in my life. And so it's just Arwen Humphreys at Instagram it's at Arwen Humphreys, not the website. Sorry. Yeah, so that's it. At Arwen Humphreys is my Instagram handle.
All right. Well, I'll send you a follow. Thank you for taking the time today. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to talk again soon.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you, and enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.